We're going to do this imaginary cut. Introduce yourselves as a group. You know, like we're 2 years apart, and we're going to be at Kukla Studio February 15th, 6 p.m. $10 to get in. I'll give you the countdown if you'd like. Ready?
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Wait. How do you guys want to say it?
This is Graham from MoshPlayLive.
And I'm Veronica. Thank you for playing along.
You can join the Cult of Rum by going to MoshPlayLive.com. Also find us on Instagram and Facebook.
You ready? I got to do the whole transformation, the world of magic, and all that cool stuff. So imagine there's fireworks and all that pretty stuff. Yay! We'd like to welcome our guests today. 2 years apart. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Well, I believe we caught one of your guys' first shows at Kukla Studio. I don't know if it was your very first one or not, but I heard it was pretty early on there. And we were blown away that I just caught you guys last month at the record store up in Waimea there where you're playing with El Sancho, and I hadn't seen you guys in a while. You guys your sound like has matured in like the past 2 years, and it's so cool to see. So I'm really thankful you guys decided to sit down and chat with us today. So we got to know. So is with all good superheroes, supervillains, whichever way you want to portray yourselves, there's always a good origin story. So how did 2 years apart come to fruition?
Oh gosh, let's see.
Who wants to start this one?
I can start it, I guess. So it's kind of a really long story, but like essentially I'd been playing drums independently since I was about 9-ish years old, and a couple years ago I was really wanting to look for other people to play with because I'd kind of always been just playing by myself. And I actually used to be in a band, but then it kind of fizzled away pretty quickly. And so I was like, hey, Mom, I really need your help, like finding people to play with because at the time I was doing online stuff, so I couldn't really meet with people who played instruments. And at the time, Quincy was taking lessons with Bub Pratt at Kukuau. And my mom reached out to Bub and said, "Oh, do you know anybody who is interested in playing?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know two brothers." And then he kind of arranged a day for us to sort of meet together and like practice playing together for the first time.
But that was just between Eden and the two brothers.
At the time, it was just me, Sandler, and Noah. And then I think for our second rehearsal, he encouraged Quincy to join us. And then she joined us.
And the funny thing is that my mom was like, "Oh, you should do it." And this was like at home, you should join the band. And I was like, I don't want to. But then I don't know, somehow I was a lot more shy, and I still am. But I don't know how. After probably like the fifth one of you guys getting together, I learned the songs that they were working on. And we kind of did like a test run.
And she fit into the group really well, and she added like a really nice like additional instrument and then also like a really nice energy to it as well. And we played very different stuff back then. A lot more like a lot of folk stuff. We played, let's see, I think we played Red Clay at some point together. What else did we play?
Memories.
Oh, we played Memories.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember. This is Shawn Mendes.
No.
It's Maroon 5. Maroon 5.
Maroon 5, really?
That song does not have any drums in it, for just putting that out there.
I was going to ask you guys, what was the first song you learned together as a band?
It was like between the three of us, it was Red Clay. On the World Change. Memories. I think Blinding Lights.
Oh
God,
no,
no.
that song.
I think you guys started working on that one when I came into the
My Body. We played My Body.
Okay, that one's not
that song was fun. So it was those 5 songs, kind of like leaning more to like the modern folk situation. And we actually used to be called the Brothers and the Sisters.
But that was like that was like we kind of someone else kind of gave us that name, and then we kind of went with it for like our very first show, which was a recital at Kukua Studios. And then after that, we're like, we need to change our name.
And I don't remember who came up with 2 years apart, but it's a fun story because we're all actually
Now we are.
2 years apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Years apart.
Wait. 13, 15, 17, 19.
Who was your first inspiration to really pick up an instrument?
Do you want to go first, Quincy?
I'm gonna think about the question. So someone else go first.
Sammy, do you want to go?
Like, okay, sure. So basically, my mom and my dad wanted me to play a musical instrument, to have music in my life and stuff. So then one day my dad just bought this small baby Taylor acoustic guitar. And then my mom sent me to Bubs for lessons. And then I was like 7 at the time. And then that's when I started.
Oh wow.
But you know what?
Like, I started off playing guitar, and then I was like, it's not really unique. No offense, but like, it's not unique. And then I was like, what else? So then I started playing bass, and I went to a different teacher because I started off with Bub, and I went to this different guy, but then he left. Why? So then I went back to Bub, and then like, that's how it like started.
Nice,
you guys
nice.
you guys had a real fun relationship with Bub. What was his influence on you guys with all this?
For a while, he really helped us organize ourselves because at
Yeah.
the time, I was 17, Sandler was 15, Noah was like 11, and Quincy was 13. So, you know, we were a lot younger at the time. And so he really helped us like organize ourselves, and he gave us a lot of like mentorship and like suggestions that really helped us grow into like how we are today.
Mhm.
And now we're a lot more independent, but he gave us that like necessary like boost in the beginning, and that's been really helpful for us.
He helped us with getting a lot of our like first shows too.
Yeah. And so we owe a lot to him. He's cool.
Nice. I saw he was there in support for you guys at the you were on the Cherry Poppin' Daddies bill.
Yeah,
Over there I was ran into Bub there, and we're talking out in the crowd watching you guys and stuff. You guys put on a tremendous show. By the time you guys wrapped up, the crowd was like going nuts and screaming for you to do one song. And they're like, no, can't do it. And like, oh, we're gonna do it. And the crowd wanted it, and it's like, gotta be professional about it. So talk about the show.
Oh, the show was that was fun,
Yeah, that was
honestly.
super fun.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my personal favorite shows.
Yeah, same. I think it was quite possibly like our
Best one
best
so far.
one, because like we learned a lot of new kind of hard songs specifically for that show. And for me, it was definitely challenging to learn those songs because like they were kind of in styles that like I hadn't really played before, but like I was very happy to see that like we got it and like we really like gelled together, you know?
Very nice. So you guys ended up the night with Toxicity, which I think was the first time I've heard you guys play that. I could be wrong, though. So I was used to the Tom Sawyer ending. I'm sure you guys get tired of hearing that, but so that I thought that was really cool. We had real fun jamming out with that in the crowd, and I remember you guys played a couple original songs too, didn't you?
We did. We played an original song called Angel.
Angel.
That yeah.
What?
That one was fun. I kind of came up with the like the general idea for the song, and I came to it with the rest of the band, and then everyone came up with their own parts, and we figured out the timing and like everything together. But that's a good one.
Very nice. You guys might as well go ahead and ask now. Do you have any new music going to be coming out in 2025?
Well,
We'd like to. I'd like to.
Quincy's like the main lyrical brains for all of our original songs. We have 2 songs that are originals that we have played at shows before. But as far as like upcoming originals, I definitely think we're gonna come up with at least one. At least one.
At least one. Very nice. I heard the rumor was you guys come home from school, everybody comes home from school and pretty much goes straight to practice. Is that true? At least that's what I heard from the managers. Like you guys have like amped up the seriousness and the level of your musicianship. We have actually quite a nice youthful explosion of musical talent here on the Big Island. Boy, that was a mouth of words there. So I got to ask you guys, when you guys come out to the shows like we have the Hilo Town Market and stuff like that, everybody's hanging out in the crowds and everybody's doing their own thing, mingling out in the parking lot. What's the kind of the feeling with your generation on all that? Cool, want to continue it? Gonna like move on from it, or keep it alive, or what?
Well, I feel like since I go to Gila High, and like I don't feel like that many kids are still into this kind of music and stuff like that. Like I want it to keep going, but all these kids at school are just like dressed up super fancy and all this expensive clothes and stuff. They're not like listening to all this rap stuff. It's not like we need to keep continuing the rock and stuff like that.
Did you guys come out for the Licks and Chords a couple weeks ago out of town market hosted by Drew Goza and stuff? They had the whole there was like 100 people there, and it was all younger.
I think we were going to, and then I think stuff came up. But
well, I got to tell you guys, the place was packed with young musicians like yourselves, younger, older, and stuff, and they were all into rock and roll, and the place was absolutely packed.
That's
It
so awesome.
was so great to see as a fan, as a person writes about music on the island and everything, to see that level of intensity come out. I saw a band that was younger than you guys. Drummer was 10 years old, and I think the girl lead singer was like 12. They were called I'm not gonna say little, not Steel Pigs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we know those guys.
we know them.
Yeah.
So they like the whole band jam. They got like to play a couple songs and stuff, and it's like, oh, cool, man, big dynamics. How is that in the band? Where you want to, clunk somebody over the head with a guitar or anything like that?
Well,
Sometimes.
the sibling dynamics usually only happens between the sibling clusters.
Yeah.
So like these two are brothers, and then me and Quincy are sisters.
So
and
the guitar smashing only really happens between me and the drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any drumstick throwing or anything like that?
We're usually pretty good at resolving things just like by talking and stuff. I'm like,
Not.
well, at least I try. I try. But like when we're as a band together, I don't think we've ever had any like major disagreements.
I think we really
We're
all
we're-
super conflict avoidant.
we're so conflict avoidant that we'll like say, okay, everyone close your eyes,
Oh.
raise your hand if you want to do a song.
Like we are like we're as a group we're all like super indecisive. So like if one of us doesn't like a song that we're playing, we'll be like, so like how's everybody feeling about this one song? Do you guys like it? And everybody's like, yeah, do you like it? And so it's just like that sort of feedback loop for a while.
Between like all of us.
As the oldest, I do try to like be the tiebreaker when I can, when I don't let the indecisiveness get the best of me. But yeah, we're all very nice to each other.
We've never
Yeah.
had a fight before.
yet, hopefully, for a
All
while.
good, rock bands do. It's all good. Who are you guys listening to? I know you said rap. I know you said kids in school are listening to rap. What are you guys listening to? What are you into? What's kind of caught your ears right now?
Oh,
okay.
Eden. So who wants to
Let's do it in order.
Okay, so I really like System of a Down now.
That was my,
Yeah.
That's like
that was
I love that
I
band.
influenced that. I was
All right, who we got? Anybody else there you want to talk about? Are you good with the System of a Down?
Because it's anyone else who likes Vista Cakes, yeah.
Oh yeah, I like this band called Vista Kicks. They're not like super popular or anything, but their music is super nice.
All
It's
right.
kind of it's like a little different, but super cool.
Okay, I really like Rush. I also really like System of a Down. I actually was listening to them a little bit before Noah started listening to them, so when he was like, "Oh, I like System of a Down," I was like, "Yes." I also really like Tool. And I like this glam rock band called Crush 40. They're not super popular, like here, and they're associated mostly with like making video game music, but
Okay.
they're super catchy, so I really like it.
Very cool. All right. All right. You're on the spot.
I like Steve's rock, like everything. I would like listen to like decades of music, and then then I listen to like metal sometimes, you know? It's like I would listen to anything. It just depends on like the mood you're in.
I really like this. This is a what is this artist? His name is Rodriguez. He's a folk singer,
Okay.
singer-songwriter, and he is not very well known in the US, I learned. And he's actually really famous in South Africa. But I really like his music, which is like super different from like all the rock and the punk that I like to listen to and play. But I do draw a lot of inspiration from kind of like
I
that.
was gonna ask you that. Is that different style of music kind of coming into your lyrics or your music playing a little?
I really want to experiment with like Spanish guitar and like stuff with more like Latin influences. Yeah, like I've been really wanting to do like a song in Spanish for like maybe a couple years now.
Since we started the band.
Since I started the band, actually. Yeah.
February 15th, we got a show coming up, don't we?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
do.
Awesome, awesome.
Wait, how do you guys want to say it?
Band.
As a band?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Larry Dupio, 2 years part show at Kukwa Studio at 6 p.m.
I got an idea. How about me and Sandler just go like this?
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
I'll let
yeah,
Aiden
yeah.
present.
No.
We're just like
You guys only been on stage for a couple years, but you've had time for chaos. Do you know who Spinal Tap is?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so you know the movie, right? So Spinal Tap, their drummers blew up, they got lost backstage and underground and all that crazy crap. Have you guys had a Spinal Tap moment yet on stage?
I feel like the most crazy thing that happened on stage is like a string pops or like we had to tune on stage, but that's like nothing compared to like a lot of stuff.
What are your socials? Not your social security number, but your socials. There's usually a much more professional way of asking that. Can I please have your Facebook, Instagram, anything that you want to plug?
Yeah, I guess the Instagram.
Our Instagram is the number 2 spelled out, so TWO _ years _ apart.
So we'd like to thank you, folks. Peace, love, and mosh pits.